core nutritional concepts are going to be what you should be thinking about when you're picking your food. What we have seen give people great success is going to be always look at food based on satiety, so the rate of which it's going to keep you full after. The second thing is you should look at how you feel after. So do you feel more energized? Do you feel tired? Do you have gas or do you have bloating? So ideally, you always want to feel better after. And then number 3 is making sure that it gives you all of the essential nutrients that you need to be able to make sure your body gets the nutrients to be successful at achieving your goals. Whenever you're looking at making a plate, that's what you should be looking at, saying, okay, is this going to keep me full for 3 to 4 hours? Yes or no? Number 2 is everything on this plate in general make me feel better? And number 3 is, am I getting all of the essential nutrients that are needed to hit my daily targets for the day? If it says yes, 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 that meal will probably help you towards your goal and it will make you feel better. A common myth that I debunk in my office is that fruit contains a lot of sugar. I always have to ask clients, compared to what? And the reason is because yes, there is sugar in fruit, but when you compare it to foods that you're already eating that are highly processed, there's going to be way more sugar in those foods that aren't going to be as beneficial to your health as fruit. So for us, we recommend a lot of fruit to our clients because it is high in antioxidants, very high in fiber, and low calorie and high on the satiety index. That's why for me, I always like my clients to eat at least 1 to 2 servings of fruit per day. When it comes to people thinking there's a lot of sugar in it, well, if you eat 1 cookie, for example, there could be up to 250 calories in 1 cookie, but that would be about, maybe about 4 to 5 cups of fruit. So when we start to say that fruit contains a lot of sugar compared to what, probably not more than your wine, not to your cookies, not to ice cream, it's going to be very low and you get a lot of volume. So a common myth that we always have to teach our clients is to look at the caloric load and the nutrient load of the food. So we type it up together and then they get to see that they've been looking at the wrong information in terms of what's good and what's bad for their health. Another debunked myth, is there good or is there bad food? I generally don't like that term good or bad. I think that your goal will dictate the food that does best for you. I'll give you a couple of examples. So if my client is looking for weight loss, I think that good food would be foods that will help you with keeping fuller longer, will give you more nutrients, give you lots of volume. So that's why I think whole food would be more beneficial. Things like rice, potatoes, meat, vegetables, fruit. Those foods you can eat a lot of volume, they're very low in calorie, and you can feel full for 3 to 4 hours, and they give you tons of nutrients. In comparison to, I don't think that eating a cookie on a weight loss diet is going to be as beneficial as eating fruit because you can eat 2 to 3 times the fruit. Okay, so that's just weight loss. So whenever we start to look at good or bad food, the first thing I ask the client, what's the goal? Because if the goal is specific, well, then we can say, okay, these foods will be more beneficial. Compared to a client who is looking to gain weight, I might say, okay, let's get you to getting more nutrient-dense foods, but then let's also bring in the cookie. Let's bring in a pizza once a week because we may need that calorie load to actually get the client growing. Well, if the goal is to rebuild your digestive gut, I would say, you know what, one of your goals should be to eat everything from home. We might bring in more raw cooked vegetables over raw. We might say to the client, let's eat a little bit less potatoes, let's eat more meat. So really the goal will dictate what's going to be good versus bad in that specific good or bad food realm.